Testing, 1, 2. Check. 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 Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Elton Athletic Center tonight. For tonight's contest between Harpeth and Ensworth. Teaching good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of athletics. At Ensworth, our community is dedicated to following the highest principles with moral integrity and joy. Our student athletes recognize that the calls are made in good faith, and we abide by the decisions of the officials. You, the spectators, properly support these teams in this event by refraining from derogatory or demeaning remarks or cheers. Please remember that the use of alcohol and tobacco is prohibited on the Chris campus. Thank you for helping us celebrate this competition with positive and sportsmanlike conduct and partnering with each other to create a great event for all. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps as we celebrate America with the national anthem. Tonight, Ensworth Junior Marin Carita will be singing.
Whose broad stripes and
starting lineups first are the Harpeth Hall Bears. Number 2, Olivia Riccardelli. Number 13, Sabina Philp. Number 20, Isa Gelbard. Number 21, Kennedy Millslogle. And number 23, Mary Mo Ward. And now for your Ensworth Tiger, number 4, North. Number 10, Naomi Crawley. Number 14, Tempo Vaughn. Number 11, Kim Cooper. And number 23, Alana Wells.
Hello and welcome into Ensworth Live at Ricky Bowers Court in the Elkin Athletics Center of the Ensworth Frisk campus for this TSSAA girls high school basketball matchup between your Ensworth Tigers and their crosstown rivals, the Harpeth Hall Bears. Ensworth off to a great start so far this season as they head into region play after winter break, and the tip goes to Harpeth Hall. Quickly onto the wing is number 21, Kennedy Millslogle takes the three. It's short, out of bounds, saved in by Harpeth Hall, but picked up by Nori Jamison. Jamison running the show for this Tiger squad this year, the senior. Tempo Hahn now has it on the block, has it poked away. She gets it back, tries to pass it inside to Alana Wells. Doesn't work. Hahn takes the mid-range jumper, no good, and Harpeth Hall gets the rebound. Number 13, Sabine Philp, now to Mary Moulton Ward, now inside, and no good on the layup for Millslogle. So a couple of quick misses for both teams. And the Tigers will have it again. Jamison off the screen, back to Hahn. Hahn's gonna try a three, in and out, rebound by Kim Cooper. Now to Hahn again, who goes up for the layup, is blocked, but out of bounds off of Harpeth Hall.
So far, pretty good possession there by Ensworth. You know, Hahn kind of taking over on offense for the Tigers, kind of dominating all the shots and passes right now. Let's see if Ensworth can put the first points on the board.
Nori Jamison for three is good, and that's the first points of the game. Tigers out to a quick 3-0 lead. Sabina Philp with it, working on Alana Wells. Tries to pass inside, taken by Hahn. Hahn on the break. Hahn gives to Jamison. Jamison inside back to Hahn, off her fingertips, scrum on the floor. Thrown, now another, and it's a tie-up jump ball. And it's a Tigers possession arrow.
Good defense there by Hahn in the paint there. Gets the ball, brings it up fast. Ensworth now has the ball.
Crowley takes a shot, fouled on the mid-range, and she will go to the line for the first free throws of the game.
Number 2, Olivia Riccardelli, that is her first. Team first.
Crowley's first is up and through. Crowley now for her second. Is good. Ensworth now a couple of baskets ahead of Harpeth Hall early, 6:27 to go in the first quarter. Sabina Philp guarded by Alana Wells. Working with her left hand, and they're gonna get a reach in on Wells. Her first, team's first. It'll be side ball out of bounds for the Bears.
Really good defense to start off by Ensworth, just in general right there. Just great defense, not letting the pass or a shot get through. Harpeth Hall still looking for their first points.
Now inside to Philp, who kicks it to the elbow. The jumper, no good. That was Mary Moulton Ward. And now Alana Wells leading the break. Wells loses it, picked up by Harpeth Hall. Isabel Gelbard with it now, guarded by Kim Cooper. Inside to Philp. Nope, off the screen, takes a couple of steps. Jump ball tie up, and the possession arrow stays with the Bears. Substitution for the Tigers, number 12, Makai James checking in for Alana Wells. Into Philp. Now Gelbard. Inside. Now back out to Gelbard at the wing. She's going to try a three, and it's good. Isabel Gelbard gets the Bears on the board, 4-3. Kim Cooper driving into the lane, throwing it up, no good. Good defense that time by the Bears, and now they're on the counter. Nope, picks it up. Tries to throw inside, she does. Nice back cut, and good bucket by Kennedy Millslegel, and Harpeth Hall has their first lead.
Harpeth Hall with good points there. You know, three right in front of the arc, and then nice layup there right in the paint, taking the lead back by one, 5-4, the Bears.
Jamison working off the screen, deep two, and she gets the friendly roll. Nori Jamison now up to 4 points. That three she took was ruled a two. 6-5, 4:45 and counting to go in the first quarter. Inside, throwing it up, no good. Good defense there by Nori Jamison. That was number 2, Olivia Riccardelli on the shot. Now outlet pass to Hahn with the left, and it's good. Sweet move by Tempo Hahn, getting her first points. Tigers now 8-5.
Great one-on-one there by Hahn, you know, using her size and her height, really dominating there in the paint, lays it up and in for two.
Back cut for Gelbard. She has a floater in the lane. It's short. Rebound, Kim Cooper. Cooper now trying to lead the break, and she's going to slow it down. She didn't have numbers. Harpeth Hall did a good job getting back. Tries to dip it off to Jamison, who bobbles it but gets it. Now Hahn on the inside, out to the wing for Crowley. Doesn't have a shot. Now they're going to reset. Jamison being face guarded here by Kennedy Millslegel. Jamison calling the action. Jamison working off the screen, now to the corner for Crowley. She's going to take a three, short. Good box out by Harpeth Hall there, and they have it. Millslegel lost it on the break, picked up by Makai James. She finds Kim Cooper. Cooper finds Crowley on the wing, another three. This one too strong. So a couple of missed threes in a row for Naomi Crowley. Has not found the stroke from deep yet, and Harpeth Hall recovers.
You know, good possession there by the Tigers in the offensive end, but, you know, they just can't find a way to hit those threes. And the more misses they have, the more chances it gives Harpeth Hall to get back in this game.
Good drive that time by Issa Gelbard. And Tempo Hahn has her first foul, second of the quarter for the Tigers. Gelbard to the line for two shots. Gelbard's first rattles around and drops home. Substitution for Harpeth Hall. Number 21, Kennedy Millslegel checking out, and number 24, Harper Mobley replacing her. Gelbard's second is good. Couple of free throws down, cutting the lead to one for Ensworth. Nori Jamison now with it. Hands off to Crowley. Crowley into the lane, now off to Makai James. James gets 2 feet in the paint, mid-range, rattles out, no good. Rebound by Harpeth Hall. Bears been sturdy on the defensive glass so far tonight. It's been one shot and done for the Tigers so far. Ward now in the corner for Gelbard, who drives the baseline, lays it up, no good, but a foul. Gelbard, the second time down the court she's drawn a foul. and it's going to be called on Kim Cooper.
Gelbard there, you know, gets the ball, had the 3 in option, decides to go for the 2, takes a nice drive, gets fouled, now has 2 shots to take the lead back for Harpeth Hall.
Gelbard's first is good. Her second is good too, knocking down 4 quick free throws. Issa Gelbard, and Harpeth Hall has the lead now, 9-8. On, hands off to Crowley. Crowley into the lane, the floater, and it's good. Naomi Crowley gets onto the score sheet, and the Tigers back in front, 10-9.
Really good switches there by the Ensworth offense. You know, crisscrossing, confusing the Harpeth defense, and Crowley finds the middle, lays it up and in.
Gelbard has it, now inside to Ward. Ward pivots, now back to Gelbard. They're gonna reset. On the wing to Riccardelli, now inside to Ward. Ward tried a 3 and jumped, but didn't have it. Tied up there by, Naomi Crowley. And a travel called, Tiger basketball.
Harpeth Hall still in this game, down 1, but if you look at the scoreboard, their only great score right now is Gelbard with 7 points out of their 9. Let's see if Ensworth can find a way to stop her.
Good block that time on Tempo Han's shot. He gets her own rebound and lays it up and in. Good resiliency there by Tempo Han for her second bucket. Tigers now up to 12. 1:30 to go in the quarter. Gelbard's gonna try a 3, and it's good. Issa Gelbard is feeling it. She's already up to 10 in this first quarter, and we are not at 12 as we approach a minute to go. Nori Jamison now to Han. Han has a lane in the middle, throws it up, no good, but a couple of whistles, and she'll go to the line.
Something the Ensworth offense is really good doing, especially here in the first quarter, crossing in to try to find someone, whether it's Crowley or Han, in the middle to either lay it up or a floater for an easy 2 points rather than shoot from the arc and see if not, it will go in or not.
Han's first rattles out. And a substitution for Harpeth Hall. Number 22, Elbel Graf, checks in, replacing Sabina Philp. On second goes down. Gelbard with it, guarded by Crowley. Now to Riccardelli. Back to Riccardelli, now inside to Gelbard. Now on the mid-range shot, too long, tipped, picking up by Harpeth Hall. Gelbard thought about driving, retreats, now gonna take a 3, and it's good. Issa Gelbard is feeling it in this first quarter. She's up to 13. That's her third 3. On with it. Now to Crowley. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Crowley retreats. Now she's gonna go to work. Crowley to Han. Han. Back to Jamison. 20 seconds. Jamison thought about driving. Now she's gonna retreat and play for the last shot. Great first quarter so far between these two teams. Into the corner for Cooper. Inside to Han, tipped. Now to Crowley with 3 seconds. Gets the shot up, and it's no good. Saved in bounds, but no time for a shot. So not a great offensive possession to close the quarter for the Tigers. Your score after one, Harpeth Hall 15, Ensworth 13. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back for the start of quarter number 2. A little series history between these two schools. Ensworth leading this series, dominating 30-5 over the course of the Tigers' high school history. Only a high school since 2004, but have dominated in that time. But it's been more even recently. These teams play twice a year as their rivals, each at the other's home court. 2-2 over the past 2 seasons. They've split even. And the Tigers looking to go one up in that series today. Nori Jamison with it. Now to Crowley. Back to Jamison. Jamison being doubled. Now throws tipped, but to Crowley. Now back to Jamison. Lucky that wasn't a steal the other way for the Bears. Crowley gets it. Good defense by Harpeth Hall to begin this quarter. Jamison picks up her dribble, now inside to Wells. Wells going to work. Corner 3 for Hahn. Too strong. And good job by Tempo Hahn keeping Kennedy Millsligo in the corner after she got the rebound. It went off of her, and it will be Ensworth basketball still.
As I've said, Ensworth can control the game. They can be dominant in the O-zone, but they can't get the ball to drop outside the arc. Another chance there by Hahn, another miss. Ensworth gets the ball again in the offensive end.
Hahn with it. Now Jamison being guarded tenaciously by Harper Mobley, and a timeout called by Ensworth. Ensworth needs to figure a couple of things out on the offensive side of the ball. It's only a 30-second timeout. But so far, it's been Harpeth Hall's defense has been stifling the past couple of possessions against the Tigers, and they haven't had anything going. Got out to a quick, hot start, but then cooled off, and Harpeth Hall heated up.
Yeah, as we've said, Gilbard, number 20 for the Harpeth Hall Bears, you know, just taking over for their team, dropping 13 out of the 15 points they have so far in this game, really dominating the ball from outside the arc, inside the paint, taking over for their offense and capitalizing on Ensworth's defensive mistakes. Let's see if Ensworth can shake up here in the second quarter, take back this lead fast.
It'll be Ensworth basketball after the timeout. Nori Jamison with it. Now to Crowley on the wing. Now to Tempo Hahn. It's a 2-3 zone for the Bears. Now to Hahn. Great play out of the timeout. Foul and the bucket. Really nice play out of the timeout by Coach Reeves. And Tempo Hahn to the line for a potential 3-point play. A couple of subs checking in for Harpeth Hall. Number 3, Lucy Oliver. Number 2, Olivia Riccardelli, who will check back in. Replacing number 23, Mary Moulton Ward, and 24, Harper Mobley. Hahn's free throw is good, and the Tigers reclaim the lead.
That's exactly what the Tigers needed there, a 3-point play. It's not a 3-pointer, but it was a great play, 2 points and one, getting that free throw. Tigers back up by 1.
And a travel called on the drive by Sabina Philp. Good defense there by Alana Wells. And it's Tiger basketball. Nori Jamison has it. Calling out the play. Harpeth Hall still in that 2-3. Pin down screen. Crowley looking for Hahn in the corner. She finds her. Now back to Crowley up top. Crowley will retreat. Now to Jamison on the wing. Jamison will try and go baseline. She will. Kick back out to the top in Hahn, who's guarded tenaciously, but a reach in. Foul on Riccardelli.
You could feel the momentum kind of swaying back over to Ensworth direction after that timeout, as they have the ball back on their side. They're back up 1 in the second quarter, looking to advance their lead by 2 or 3 at the most.
Riccardelli will check out. That is her second foul. And it'll be Ensworth basketball. Crowley with it on the wing now to Jamison. Now on the other wing to Hahn. Hahn inside to Wells, lays it up and in. And an offensive foul called on Ensworth. Real late whistle there, and Ensworth doesn't like it. But the basket is no good. Foul on Alana Wells. And Ensworth only stays up by 1. And that is Wells' second foul, so something to monitor there. And a steal by Wells. Has it on the other end, inside to Hahn, who will lay it up and in. Really nice comeback play by Alana Wells. Gets a foul. Maybe she didn't like the call. And she comes back, gets a steal, and makes a nice pass to Hahn, who is now up to 4 points. And a travel called on Harpeth Hall. So second time Harpeth Hall's been whistled for a travel this quarter. And it'll be Tiger basketball.
Wow, the tides have changed since the timeout. 2 travel calls already on Harpeth Hall. 4 points made on Ensworth's side, 0 on Harpeth Hall. Ensworth looking to extend the lead even more than 3.
Wells with it in the corner, now to Hahn in the corner. Jamison gonna try a 3. Too strong. Rebound, Makai James puts it up, no good. Rebound this time by Harpeth Hall. Tipped out of bounds on the pass was Hahn, and it will remain with the Bears. 0 for 2 on that trip were the Tigers. Good job by Makai James on the offensive glass, but nothing going on the putback. Pass tipped out of bounds by Alana Wells. She's using her height really well so far. Second tipped ball she's had.
Not only has Ensworth stepped up on offense, they've really stepped up on defense. Not letting Harpeth get a point.
Almost jinxed it.
Didn't want to jinx it there. Not letting Harpeth get a point in like 4 minutes. I think they took the timeout at the 8-minute mark.
Little 1-2 step from Crowley, the floater no good. Rebound Harpeth Hall, and they're going the other way. Gelbard with it, has not scored. Excuse me, she hasn't, her entire team hasn't scored in this quarter. It's been all Tigers so far. Good defense by Ensworth there. Corralled by Philp, nearly thrown in the backcourt. Gelbard has to get a handle on it, and she does. Tigers playing really well, as you said, out of that timeout. Gelbard with it. Now tries to go in the corner, and out of bounds on Harpeth Hall. Tipped pass again by Tempo Hahn. And this Tiger defense shows up again. Nori Jameson getting the play call. Now she'll go. Crowley now into Wells in the corner. Back out to the wing, and Jamison now inside to James. James took a step, tried to hit the cutting Wells inside too hard, and it's a turnover.
I'm really surprised that Harpeth Hall hasn't used one of their timeouts, having not scored in a while, and given up 4 points and the lead to Ensworth. I feel like they would really need a timeout to really set things down and get a new play going and get some more points on the board from a different person.
Substitution for the Tigers, Elle Hutchison checking into the game for the first time, replacing Naomi Crowley as that pass was tipped again by Wells, and the free layup no good. But a foul on Harpeth Hall 90 feet from the basket. That's on Gelbard. And a couple of subs for Harpeth Hall as Ward and Riccardelli will check back in. Riccardelli, keep in mind, has 2 fouls. So does Alana Wells for the Tigers, both in with 2. Hutchison with it on the wing. Now back up to Jamison. Jamison penetrates, now to the wing. Now to the corner for Hahn for a 2, fouled on the shot.
It will be only 2 free throws. Her feet were just inside that arc. But you know what? This is exactly what Ensworth wants. They want the free throws, they want the easy points, they want the advantage back on their side, and they're doing just that if she knocks down these 2 points.
Hahn's first is through. Foul was on Sabina Philp for Harpeth Hall. Hahn's second, too strong, no good. Rebound by Ward. Now Gelbard with it, guarded by Makai James. Inside, tipped by James. Tried to be saved by Harpeth Hall, but it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Bears. And it'll be Tiger basketball.
Defense so strong for the Tigers right now, really carrying them through this game, and especially through the second quarter. That's exactly what we want to see, especially for a coach who likes defensive ball more than offensive. Not saying she doesn't like offensive ball, but defense wins championships, and Ensworth doing just that.
So Alana Wells checking out of the game, replaced by Kim Cooper. Wells has something going on with her hand. She's going to see the trainer to figure that out, as the mid-range from James is no good. Rebound by the Bears. Gelbard with it. Still yet to score a point are the Bears in this second quarter. Now to Riccardelli on the wing. Looking for the back cut, not there. Guarded by Makai James. Riccardelli into the lane, help side defense, and she draws the foul. Shot no good, but Drew L. Hutchison from the corner, and that will be her first. 2 shots for Olivia Riccardelli coming up.
Yeah, it must ring a bell in Harpeth Hall's head. You know, if they're locking up your best player who scored almost every point, you got to use someone else on the court. And you got to make free throws, especially like that one that was just missed. Let's see if she knocks down her second one. But they need a point bad because they're on a drought right now.
First free throw, no good. Still looking for the first point of the quarter. And the second one is also no good. Rebound by the Tigers. Hahn thought about pushing, is going to slow it down. Now Jamison to Cooper. Back to Jamison. Cooper inside to Makai James. Tried to throw the cutting Hahn. Tipped out of bounds, but it will remain with Ensworth. Into Kim Cooper. Back to Jamison. Cooper now on the wing. Hutchison with it. Now to Cooper. Inside to James. Step back. No good. Tipped. And it's Harpeth Hall ball. Harpeth Hall still searching for a point as we approach 2 minutes to go in the first half. Pass tipped by James, saved over the line. Now Gelbard has it. Gelbard working on tempo Hahn. Hits the cutting Riccardelli, who's blocked by James. Good help defense. Now Jamison running the break. Jamison hits the Cooper, cutting, and she lays it up and in. And the foul. So foul on Olivia Riccardelli. Basket is good. Excuse me, not Olivia Riccardelli. That will be Sabina Philp. And Kim Cooper to the line regardless for 1 shot.
Have you seen a perfect drive right there? Pass blocked, shot blocked in the paint. Boom, rush, 3-on-2 the other way. Pass, layup, and 1. 3-point play coming up for the Tigers.
Cooper's free throw is good, completing the 3-point play. Tigers 22, Harpeth Hall still 15 as they stretch their lead to 7. .90 seconds to go. Inside, now to the corner. 3 try, no good. Rebound by Hahn, that was Ward on the 3. Nori Jamison leading the break. Now hits Hahn on the wing. Hahn straight to the rack. The reverse is up and good. Tempo Hahn is having herself a game. And the Tigers extending their lead to 9.
Tempo Hahn with her 13th point of the night, driving fast to the paint, reverse layup, bang, bang, and it's 24-15 in the second quarter.
Timeout called by Harpeth Hall. 59 seconds to go in the first half. It's been all Ensworth this second quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds. After the timeout, it'll be Harpeth Hall basketball with 59 seconds to go in the first half. Thrown into Riccardelli. Harpeth Hall still searching for their first point of the quarter. Stolen by Kim Cooper. Cooper throws the outlet pass to Elle Hutchison, who throws it up, no good, but she was fouled. Good pass by Kim Cooper, strong cut to the basket for Elle Hutchison, and she's earned 2 free throws.
While Ensworth is scoring points, playing good defense, their confidence is getting boosted more and more, giving them more confidence to drive into the paint with speed, getting those fouls. This is why they are dominating right now, and they need to knock down those free throws to push the lead even further to 10 and above.
First free throw no good for Hutchison. She knocks down the second one. First double-digit lead of the game for the Tigers, 25-15 the score. 45 seconds to go in the half. Riccardelli driving baseline on Jamison. Now she cuts back, tries to throw it out to the cutting Gelbard, but she overshot her. And it will be Tiger basketball. 35 seconds, Ensworth assuming they're gonna hold for the last shot. Cooper with it, retreats, now hands it off to Jamison. Passing at the point here.
Tigers just wasting clock here.
Inside to Alana Wells with the left hand, up and in. Really nice interior pass from Nori Jamison. Alana Wells on the board. Gelbard with it. Only has 1 second. Shot up, blocked by Tempo Hahn. And that is the end of the first half. It was all Ensworth in the second quarter. Tigers out to a commanding 12-point lead as we go to the break, 27-15. We'll be back for the start of the third quarter. Welcome back to Ensworth Live for the start of the third quarter between the Harpeth Hall Bears and your Ensworth Tigers. Ensworth went into the half up 12. They'll look to maintain that lead in the third. Harpeth Hall starting with the ball. Issa Gelbard, the leading scorer for the Bears, hands it off. Now on the wing. Tried to go back to Gelbard, out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers, though. And it will remain with Harpeth Hall. Kennedy Millslagle with it. Now returning to the corner for Ward. Ward hands off to Riccardelli. Who tries to pass and out of bounds, last touched by by Ensworth. It will be Harpeth Hall basketball.
So far, great defense to start off the half. Ensworth continuing what they were doing in the second quarter.
Riccardelli with it. Inside, blocked by Hahn. Almost couldn't get a handle on it, and back to Harpeth Hall and Gelbard now. Gelbard hasn't scored since the first quarter. Tries to step through, no good, but a foul. Bit of a funky shot there, but good job by Issa Gelbard drawing the contact. And she'll go to the line for 2 shots. Foul was on Kim Cooper for the Tigers.
Harpeth Hall will take anything they can get at this point, whether it's 1 point on a free throw or a layup here and there. They need to get another point on the board, and they do, as Gilbert gets her 14th of the game.
Gelbard, no good on the second try. Rebound by the Tigers. Wells catches it on the wing, now up top to Hahn. Pass tried to go to Kim Cooper, but a foul going to be called on Sabina Philp. Into Cooper, now inside to Wells. Wells spins, lays it up, no good. Rebound by Harpeth Hall. Gelbard leading the break. Harpeth Hall setting up. Gelbard goes to her left, guarded by Cooper. Now to the corner for Ward. Ward cycles, throws it back to Gelbard. Gelbard probing, working off the screen. Throwing inside to Philp. She can't get a handle on it. Now she does. Down low. Pivots up. Blocked by Cooper. Rebound goes right to Harpeth Hall. And so does the second rebound. And the shot goes up and in for Riccardelli plus the contact. So not a great defensive possession there for the Tigers. Forced a couple of misses but didn't hit the glass well. And Harpeth Hall has a chance for a 3-point play.
Harpeth Hall there, just dominated in the offensive end, getting balls, getting the rebounds, getting the points, getting the foul, and they get it back here on a missed free throw.
Missed free throw rebounded by Harpeth Hall. Now Gelbard with it, driving into the lane, tries to lay it off. Pass was blocked, but a travel. So a bit of a break there for the Tigers, not getting punished twice for not getting that free throw rebound. Tigers still leading by 9. On the wing to Wells. Looking inside. Now up to the point in Crowley. Now to the other wing and Jamison. Flashing is Wells, throwing it up and fouled. Nice cut by Alana Wells. Good pass by Jamison. And 2 free throws coming up for the Tigers.
Ensworth still looking for the first point of the second half. Got it.
Wells knocks down the first, and Naomi Crowley will check out of the game. Makai James checking in for the first time in this third quarter. Wells 2 for 2, lead back up to double digits and 11 points now. Riccardelli has it, guarded by James. Crosses over, Riccardelli into the lane, now the corner. Thought about the 3, no good. Now to the other corner, pass tipped by Tempo Hahn, but it will stay with the Bears. into Philp. Now back to Gelbard. Gelbard thought about a three, stepping through for a long two, no good. Didn't even hit rim. Rebound falls directly to Philp, and she misses her putback. Now the Tigers on the break. Kim Cooper on the wing. Now back to Jameson. Thought about a three, and she's going to reset. Jameson probing, spins, throws one up, and gets the bank and in. Nori Jameson knocks down the tough mid-range. Lead up to 13. That's her third bucket.
Points are points. I mean, that, in my opinion, was a lucky shot. Kind of chucked it off the backboard, but it went in. And that's all that matters for the Tigers right now.
Riccardelli drives into the lane and lays it through. Basket for basket going here for each team. Errant pass by Wells, and now Harpeth Hall on the break. Gelbard leading it. She'll slow down, work off a screen, and take a deep three. It was tipped, picked up by James, who'll reset, give it to Jamison. Our clock on the screen is obviously delayed. The real time is 4 minutes, 30 seconds as Hahn takes the three, and the ball out of bounds before Kim Cooper could save it. So clock frozen. We'll give you updates as we see them. 4:27 to go in the third quarter. 31-20, your score. Tigers still leading. Have extended their lead by 1 in this third quarter so far. Alana Wells will check out and replaced by Naomi Crowley. Gelbard hands it off to Millslagle. Jump stop in the middle. Now out to Ward. Pivoting, guarded closely by Hahn. Pass was tipped, a scrum taken by Jamison, who tries to get it to Crowley, but it's taken by Riccardelli, who has a breakaway and has an easy 2 points. So what was good defense for the Tigers turns into 2 points, a bit unfortunately for Harpeth Hall, and the lead cut down back to single digits.
You know, try to get that pass off there, but kind of passed it the wrong direction, straight into the hands of the Bears, and easy 2 points of the game for Harpeth Hall.
31-22 the score as James tweened the legs through the lane, missing the floater. Rebound out to Cooper, tried to find Hahn inside, taken by Harpeth Hall. 3:25 and counting to go in the third quarter. Gelbard looking for the cutting Ward, kicks right back out to Millslagle. Finds Gelbard at the point. Gelbard now going to work. Into the lane, step back midi, no good. Rebound, good job by Gelbard following her shot, but good job by Hahn tipping it away. Now out to Crowley, who lays it up and in on the hesitation. Good basketball here in this third quarter for both teams. Tigers maintaining their 2-digit lead.
The Tigers are playing team ball right now. It isn't just one person putting up all the points for Ensworth as it is for Harpeth Hall. Everyone is averaging 6, 3, 6, 2, 6. As well as for Harpeth Hall, it's 14, 2, and 6, and that's it.
Foul on the play. Called on Makai James on the block down at the baseline. It'll be side ball out of bounds for Harpeth Hall. Makai James will check out, replaced by Elle Hutchison. Errant pass there by Harpeth Hall, rebounded and thrown up for Riccardelli. Good interior pass by Ward. And timeout called by Ensworth. So a defensive lapse there on the inbound play. And what looked like it was going to be a turnover for Harpeth Hall turned into an easy 2-point basket. And the lead cut down to 9. Ensworth wants a timeout. (33-24) your score, 2:24 to go in the third quarter. It's Tiger basketball. Ensworth 3 fouls this quarter, Harpeth Hall with 2. Leading scorer for the Tigers, Tempo Hahn with 13, and Issa Gelbard for Harpeth Hall with 14. Nori Jamison with it, now to the wing, and Cooper. Harpeth Hall back to that 2-3. Jamison, long three, rattles in and out. Good board by Alana Wells, who couldn't get it. Taken away, but a travel called as Riccardelli took it away and then fell down. So it'll stay with the Tigers.
Tigers, good offense so far. You know, tried that long three, didn't work out. Now gets the ball back. Pass gets intercepted. Harpeth Hall coming down the other way.
Millschlegel lays it up. No good. Rebound by Crowley. Now Ensworth has it the other way. Inside to Crowley. Lays it up and in. Good pass by Nori Jamison. And Crowley up to 8 points. So a 4-point swing there. Harpeth Hall missing a wide open layup. Crowley making it the other way. And Ensworth back out to a double-digit lead. 35-24, the new score. Riccardelli up to the point. Gelbard working on Jamison. Now to Riccardelli, off the screen, now working on Jamison. Tries to throw inside, batted away by Cooper. Still loose, and a foul. Naomi Crowley committed the violation, and it will be side ball out of bounds for Harpeth Hall with 1:16 to go in the third quarter. Substitution for the Tigers as Crowley will check out of the game, being replaced by Elle Hutchison. That is Crowley's first. Pass batted away by Tempo Hahn. Good defense guarding the inbound, and a substitution now for Harpeth Hall. Harper Mobley will check in, replacing Kennedy Millschlegel. Gelban throws it into Philp. Philp working on Wells. Now to Gelbard. Gelbard probing. Good defense by Kim Cooper. Now Riccardelli through the lane and up and through. Beat Cooper around the corner, and 50 seconds to go. Inside, Hahn now out to the wing. Hutchinson's pass was deflected, taken out by Harpeth Hall. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. 35-26 the score. Gelbard with it. 30 seconds.
Harpeth Hall kind of finding their groove a little bit here, getting some points back on the board and trying to close in the deficit. It's at 9 now.
Swung around to Riccardelli. Under 20. Now back out to Lucy Oliver, and a timeout called by Harpeth Hall. 14.3 to go in the third quarter. 35-26 the score. It's a 30-second timeout.
We have a gray Toyota Camry. Gray Toyota Camry parked in the pickup circle right next to the art building. And a black Tesla. Those are all parked in the turnaround at the art building. Please move your cars quickly.
After the timeout, it's Harpeth Hall ball with 14 seconds. Gelbard throws it in, but way out of bounds over the head of Philp, and it will be Ensworth basketball from the side.
A little bit of confusion there from Harpeth Hall on their play call. She kind of just took the ball and chucked it over one's head and into the out of bounds, and Ensworth gets the easiest turnover of their life.
10 seconds to go for Ensworth. Going to take the last shot. Jamison with it. 4 seconds. 3. Hahn in the corner has a look at 3 and rattles in and out. Good look for Tempo Hahn there. Couldn't get it to fall. And after 3 quarters, your score, Tigers 35, Harpeth Hall 26.
We received from the earlier
upcoming schedules for the Tigers. You see their next 3 games at BA on January 10th, and then home to Pope Prep, not having to go to Hendersonville, is pretty nice. But then a week later at Lipscomb. Next 3 for the Tigers, couple of road games, going to test them. But Tigers need to get this one done first, up by 9 as we start quarter number 4. 35-24 your score. 2-3 zone, and Nori Jamison attempting to shoot over it. No good. Rebound, Makai James. But she walked. So picking up the pivot foot was Makai James, who had a great offensive rebound.
Ensworth has been dominant, but yet they cannot click behind the arc. I don't think they've made one all game, which isn't problematic at all. But, you know, if you're going to shoot it, you need to have some sort of accountability and percentage to go behind it, because right now I think they're at 0% from behind the arc.
Foul on the play, number 21, Elle Hutchison. That's her second. Riccardelli to the line for 2 shots, misses the front end. Second, rattles on home, and the lead cut to 8. Jamison inside to Wells. Bully ball, throws it up. No good, but a hack. Foul was on number 23, Mary Moulton Ward, for Harpeth Hall. That's her 3rd foul. Wells to the line for 2. First rattles on home. No one for either team in foul trouble. Most either side has is 3. Ward has 3 for Harpeth Hall. Wells has 3 for the Tigers. She knocks down the second. Lead back out to double digits in 10. 37-27 the score. Issa Gelbard with it, guarded by Tempo Hahn. Good defense by Hahn there. And a foul called. Looked like Hahn had her hands up, but a push.
Harpeth Hall trying to find a way to get back in this game fast, down 10. They're going to need to score every bucket they can and as many tries as they get, as Ensworth defense has been pretty good this half.
Philp inside, picking it up, looking for someone to pass to. Ward has it now. Has it poked away by James. James now leading the break. Throws it to Wells, who dishes it off to Hutchinson. Hutchinson, the floater, rattles out. Rebound by James, though, who throws it up. Jump ball called before the shot. So quick whistle there on the tie-up. Looked like James wrestled it away. But the possession arrow goes in favor of the Bears. 37-27 still the score. 6:30 to go in the game. Philp with it, guarded by Wells. Timeout by Harpeth Hall. Not flowing too well offensively on that possession, and Harpeth Hall wants to talk it over. Full timeout, so we will step away. 6:18 to go in the 4th quarter. Tigers leading by 10. After the timeout, it will be Harpeth Hall basketball. 6:18 to go in the game. Down by 10. Harpeth Hall needs to get something going quickly here. They want to stay in this one. Gelbard lays it up. No good. Foul on the floor called, though. Hand check on Tempo Hahn. Baseline out of bounds for Harpeth Hall. Gelbard into Riccardelli. Excuse me, Milschlegel. Now Philp driving. Retreats. Finds Ward in the middle for the mid-range. No good. Rebound by Riccardelli. Throws it up and was fouled.
Harpeth Hall not scoring, but dominating the ball, yet wasting their own clock to get back in this game. They can't just keep missing shots. They need to put it in.
Riccardelli misses the front end of her 2 shots, and Naomi Crowley will check into the game, replacing Elle Hutchison.
Like I said, need to put easy ones in. First free throw missed.
Riccardelli's second rattles home, cutting the lead to 9. 6 minutes to go in the game. James has it on the wing. Now out to the other wing to Jamison. Long swing pass. Inside to Wells, pick and roll, lays it up and in with the left hand. Really nice 2-man action by Nori Jamison and Alana Wells on the slip. And Wells up for 2. Gelbard has it, now guarded by Crowley. Gelbard, baseline. And a foul called on Naomi Crowley. As you saw on the last play there on the replay, really nice slip by Alana Wells. And that's what that 2-man game does for you. It sucks out the big out of the paint and draws a double on the guard. And if they can get that bounce pass through, which Nori Jamison did exceptionally well there, it's a free layup for your 5-man. Gelbard, her first, doesn't want to go home, no good. Harpeth Hall struggled with free throws in this second half. More money in the first half, mainly Gelbard. Went 6 for 6 in the first half. Knocks down the second one. Lead back to 10, 39-29. Makai James tried to pass. It was batted away by Philp. Philp now on the breakout. Steps through, lays it up and in. Good solo play by Sabina Philp.
Harpeth Hall trying their best to climb back in this game. That's a good start, 8-point deficit.
Nori Jamison almost traveled there, but got it away to Makai James, who'll drive baseline, now retreat, and hand it off to Jamison. Jamison working, up, through, and in. Good hesitation by Nori Jamison, faked the pass to the wing, went right to the rack, and lays it up and in. 41-31. Gelbard now. Now out to Ward for 3. No good, long rebound by Hahn. Hahn didn't realize that Riccardelli was there, who steals it, and now she's driving to the hole, lays it up, can't get the roll, rebound by James. Riccardelli almost took it again. She has been everywhere on the defensive end for Harpeth Hall.
She reminds me of, I forgot his first name, but I think it was Alvarado on the Pelicans. Every time the Pelicans would score, he would go to the corner and sneak up on them and get another 2 points as no one was watching him.
Crowley has a look for 3. Too strong. Rebound by James, but she fell down, so that's a travel. Unfortunate there. James lost her footing. That was a good rebound. Tigers have not found their distance from deep yet. And with 4 minutes to go in the game, may not need it as long as they can preserve this 10-point lead. Under 4 to go in the fourth quarter. Gelbard with it. Tigers leading by 10. Harpeth Hall needs some points here. Gelbard working on Crowley. The step back mid-range, no good. But a foul on the floor on the Tigers on the rebound. That was number 22, Elbel Graf, crashing the boards. for Harpeth Hall, and she draws the foul, and she'll go to the line as Harpeth Hall is now in the bonus. Her first is too strong. And her second goes through. Jamison with it. Being picked up full court by Milschlegel. Jamison behind the back, now into the front court. Motioning Crowley away. Jamison, hesitation mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Harpeth Hall. Gelbard on the break now. Working on Crowley, Gelbard into the lane, throwing it up, no good. Rebounded by Makai James. She's gonna slow it down and give it to Jamison. Tigers want to choose some clock here as we approach 3 minutes to go. Jamison guarded by Gelbard and a foul. Gelbard reached in too closely there.
Time for Harpeth Hall is, how can I say it, running out. They only have 3:08 left to score 9 points, and that is including if Ensworth doesn't put in points themselves in this remaining time. Harpeth Hall has to put something together or it's just gonna be too late.
And the ball skipping out of bounds there on the Tigers. Turnover that time for Ensworth, and it will be Harpeth Hall. Harpeth Hall trying to throw it in, and poked away by Wells, but falls right to Harpeth Hall. Now Philp lays it up and in. Good press there by Ensworth, but a bit of a fortunate bounce to get it to Harpeth Hall. And now they're only down by 7. Timeout called by Ensworth. And Coach Reeves is not happy about something. 2:52 to go in the fourth quarter. Tigers leading by 7. We'll be back after the timeout. After the timeout, it's Ensworth basketball. Harpeth Hall going into their full court press. Tigers throw it into Crowley, who gets it quickly into the front court, guarded by Riccardelli. Draws a double team, but back out to Jamison at the point. Good press break by the Tigers, getting quickly into the front court. Jamison being guarded closely by Graff. Now to Hahn. Now to Crowley. Crowley has a look in the middle. Too strong, no good. Rebound on the ground, tie up. And a jump ball. Possession arrow for Ensworth, and they will retain possession.
Ensworth playing some good defense, really chewing off that clock. Well, only 2:30 left to go in the game, and they score, pushing the lead even further to 9.
Jamison with the floater, and on a block, but a foul called on Tempo Hahn. Jamison in double figures after that bucket. Graff to the line for 2 shots. First one, no good. Second one is pure, though. Lead down to 8 for the Tigers. Now to Cooper, now to Crowley. Crowley retreats, now drives, and fouled on the floor. So it'll be Ensworth ball out of bounds under. 2:14 to go in the game. That is the 4th foul on Isabel Gelbard, the leading scorer for Harpeth Hall, and a block called on Harpeth Hall. Harpeth Hall thought it was a charge on Alana Wells on the post move, but a block called, and it will remain Tiger basketball. Thrown in deep, tipped by Riccardelli. Riccardelli on the break now, and stripped away by Naomi Crowley off of Riccardelli, and it's gonna be Ensworth basketball.
A little James Harden behind the run, but she goes up for the layup behind the back, little boink, and it goes out of bounds.
Jamison with it, drawing a double, throwing a deep ball to Hahn, and now Crowley has an empty lane to the rack, and she lays it up and in. Really nice press break from the Tigers there, lead up to double digits in 10, under 2 to go. Gelbard has it. Now to Philp, back to Gelbard. Gelbard step back, tipped, picked up by Graf. Now Riccardelli will try a three. Hits the front iron and rebounded by Hahn. Hahn taking it herself. Now tried to hand it off to Jamison, stolen by Millslegel, and hit out of bounds on the pass by Hahn. So a flurry of movement there in the past minute or so. And we'll get a quick reset, 1:23 to go in the game. Ensworth up by 10, 45 to 35. Harpeth Hall almost running out of time here. Gelbard picks up, now gives to Riccardelli, guarded by Crowley. Riccardelli drives, throws it up off the side of the backboard, and taken by Wells, stolen by Philp, who lays it up and in, plus the foul. So a flurry sequence there ends not well for the Tigers, and they played good defense, got the rebound, and a couple of turnovers cost them there as Harpeth Hall has a chance for a three-point play.
For the first time in a while, Harpeth Hall has the chance to pull it into a 7-point game. It's been 8, 9, and 10, even 11 at one point. 7 is the closest they've been so far.
Philp looking to complete the three-point play. And the foul shot is no good, rebounded by Kim Cooper, and now Nori Jamison has it. Jamison to Crowley. Crowley has it stolen by Philp. Under a minute to go. 8-point Tiger lead, 50 seconds. Philp throws it up, blocked by Wells. Philp gets her own rebound, now steps through for a three. No good, rebound by Nori Jamison, who is leading a quick break. Jamison retreats, and an injured player behind the play for Harpeth Hall, Sabina Philp. Official stoppage with 38 seconds for the injured player. It is Ensworth basketball. After the injury stoppage, it's Harpeth Hall ball, Ensworth ball. And quickly fouled is Nori Jamison. Kennedy Millschlegel. That is the 5th of the quarter on Harpeth Hall, so 2 shots for the Tigers, as both teams now in the bonus.
As I've been saying, just a little too late for Harpeth Hall. They only started putting buckets on the board with 2 minutes left, but at that time it was already too late. Ensworth was still up 9, 10 points, and you're not gonna come back, especially at this age, that quickly, that fast.
Jamison knocks down both shots, lead back up to 10. Jamison with 12. Gelbard with it, working on Hahn. Gelbard a 3. No good, rebound Wells. It's loose, taken by Jamison, and she's fouled. So 2 more free throws coming for Nori Jamison. 22.9 to go. This game's pretty much on ice. Jamison knocks down the first. And the second. 49-37 the score. 20 seconds to go in the game. Harpeth Hall with it. Gelbard. Guarded by Jamison. Gelbard picks it up. Throws it to the rim. Taken by Hahn. Not even close. And Jamison will hold, and Harpeth Hall won't foul. That will do it. Your final score, Ensworth 49, Harpeth Hall 37, as the Tigers roll on, taking down their crosstown rivals. Up next, we have the Ensworth boys taking on the MBA Big Red at 7 o'clock. Well, it was supposed to be 7. It's going to be pushed back a fair bit, so we'll say around 7:05, 7:10 is when they're going to aim to tip. We'll be back for that game.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps as we celebrate America with tonight's national anthem, sung to us by Ellie Shaw. Now for tonight's starting line, first for the MBA Big Red, number 1, Johnny Pugsley. Number 3, Wyatt West. Number 10, Hart Weatherford. Number 21, David Scott. And number 23, Coraggio. And now here is your Tiger, number 0, Edward Harpeth. Number 2, Joray Tyler. Number 5, Keon Shaw. Number 6, Stephen Shirk. And number 12, Cutler Smith.
Hello and welcome into Ensworth Live. Welcome back to Ensworth Live if you were with us for the Ensworth Harpeth Hall game for game 2 of tonight's doubleheader as the Ensworth boys take on the MBA Big Red. These crosstown rivals are meeting for the first time this season, game 1 of 2, as the return game will be played at MBA later on in the season. Ensworth 2-0 in the region to start, and they will get the ball first. Cutler Smith has it on the wing. Drives, lays it up and in for the first bucket of the game. Cutler Smith opens the scoring.
Cutler taking it in on the right side, pounding his way to the paint, lays it up and in. Ensworth gets the first points on the board.
David Taft in at the 4, dribbles it and lays it up and in for MBA's first bucket.
David Taft goes a little bully ball again in the paint, same as Cutler. He also does the same, and it's 2-2 in the first quarter.
Stephen Sherman, the main man for this Tiger team, lays it off to Jeray Taylor, who lays it up with the left, no good. Rebound Taft, who will lead the break. Taft hits his big in stride, and number 23, Karajo Dickens, lays it up and in for his first bucket. So quick start to the game. Sherman with it now. Now to Shaw. Smith has it. Gonna try a three. Short off the front iron, rebound by Dickens. Delani Pugsley has it for MBA. Now in the corner, now back to Pugsley. Now up top to Hart Weatherford. Calling for a screen. Weatherford thought about a shot. Good job by Cutler Smith to get over it. Now Pugsley drives into the lane. Gives to Weatherford in the corner. Couldn't get a handle on it. Now Weatherford will try and drive. Popped up in the air. Now up top, swinging around to Dickens. Dickens off the dribble. Now to Pugsley on the wing. Guarded by Taylor. Pugsley gonna try a deep three, and it's good. MBA quickly 3 for 3 from the field, up to a 7-2 lead over the Tigers in the first 2 minutes. Steven Sherman now with it. Fake the drive, now he's gonna go to the corner for Tyler. Tyler with it, working on Pugsley, now to Shaw. Shaw thought about it, now to Sherman on the wing. Sherman into the lane, picked it up, now out to Tyler. Tyler has it. Tyler into the lane, lays it up, and it's blocked by Dickens. Now MBA on the break. Weatherford has it, step through for a three, no good, in and out. Rebound by Ed Coppins, now to Cutler Smith.
Here come the Tigers. So far, only 2 points, but here.
Up and in,
one.
plus the harm. Ed Coppins taking it to the rack and drawing the contact. Basket's good, and a chance for a third.
As I was saying before, that a great layup right there. Good defense there, good stop, driving the other way. Ensworth needs to establish their dominance on defense, as NBA does have a big roster coming into the game with 3 big guys, and the free throw is no good.
Free throw too strong for Ed Coppins. 7-4, NBA leading. Quinn Taylor and Dane Clark checking into the game for the Tigers. Taylor on Pugsley. Pugsley inside to Dickens, guarded by Coppins. Dickens, a mid-range, and it's pure. Dickens, his second bucket, up to 4 points. Sherman quickly into the front court, calling for the screen. Sherman gonna try a three, and it's good. Steven Sherman, his first bucket of the game, is a huge triple. Couldn't get it in was Hart Weatherford until he got it into Taft. Now Pugsley, bit of a 4-on-3 here. Pugsley into the lane, and it's blocked by Ed Coppins. Swatting it, he said no, and a foul on the floor. Hart Weatherford fouling Quinn Taylor, and a huge momentum swing for the Tigers.
Three-pointer here, block shot here. Ensworth student section pumped up for tonight. Ensworth fighting back in this game as they're down 2 points early. Inbounding the ball, Cutler Smith. Over to Steve Sherman.
Steven Sherman has it. Hands off to Taylor. Now to Dane Clark. Clark swings it over to Ed Coppins. Ed looking for Sherman, now finds Sherman. Sherman, a deep three, too strong off back iron. Rebound by NBA. Pugsley up to Weatherford. Weatherford bowls over Cutler Smith, and it's an offensive foul. That's quickly 2 fouls on Hart Weatherford. And good job by Cutler Smith taking the charge. Couple more substitutions coming in for the Tigers as Blake Surratt and Chase Byington will check into the game, replacing Ed Coppins and Cutler Smith.
Ensworth getting the momentum back into their hands now, bringing up the ball. That was a good wait by Cutler, putting both of his feet down, getting that offensive foul on NBA. Ensworth has the ball now.
Sherman inside to Clark, who was fouled on the floor before he took the shot. And it will be out of bounds under for Ensworth. 3:57 to go in the first quarter. Back and forth game, and it's been as advertised so far between these two rivals. Surratt looking to try to throw it in somewhere. Pass was tipped, but found by Quinn Taylor, who tried to throw it to Stephen Sherman, but it was stolen by number 20, Wyatt Stittmart, who gets it to Poogsley, who throws it up no good, but he was fouled by Quinn Taylor. So not a bad foul by Quinn Taylor there, as Poogsley had an open lane to the basket. Gonna make him earn the 2 points. First foul for Taylor on the game, first of the quarter for the Tigers. Poogsley's first is good, and Cutler Smith will check in, replacing Quinn Taylor. Poogsley's second too strong rebound by Dane Clark. Chase Byington with it, now to Stephen Sherman. Sherman calling for a screen. Sherman has a look at three. Too strong, no good. Rebound Taft. Now to Poogsley. Poogsley crosses, resets, and gets it to number 32, Charlie Scruggs, who now gives it back to Poogsley. Now in the corner to Stittmart. Drives the lane, lays it up and in. Good hesitation by Wyatt Stittmart. And the lead out to 5 for MBA. 12-7 the score as we approach 3 minutes. Dane Clark with it in the high post. Smith has it. Thought about a three. Now he's retreating, picks it up. Now to Sherman. Sherman gives to Clark. Clark, the floater, is good. Good pass by Stephen Sherman. Dane Clark, his first 2 points. And the lead down to 3.
That pass there by Sherman kind of looked a little Mahomey there over to Dane Clark as he floats it in for another 2 points.
Stittmart now to number 24, Carlo Dickens. Now to Poogsley, now back to Stittmart. Now to Scruggs. Poogsley on the cut. Didn't go. Now Stittmart into the middle to Taft, who bowls him over, and an offensive foul. Chase Byington standing in and taking the charge. And that is the first foul on David Taft. Couple of subs for the Tigers as Eli Wilt, the senior, checking in, replacing Dane Clark, and number 10, Jeray Taylor, checking in, replacing Stephen Sherman. 2:30 to go in the first quarter. NBA leads by 3, 12-9. Smith has it. Off the screen. Tough midi for Smith. Off front iron, no good. Rebound by Carlo Dickens. Scruggs, guarded by Byington, now to Dickens. Now over to Stittmart. Now to number 3, Wyatt Wellholter. Now back to Stittmart, now to Dickens in the corner. He's gonna try a three. No good, rebound by Chase Byington. Byington gonna run the floor. Byington, the spin, the hezzy, no good. Rebound by Eli Wilt, finding Cutler Smith. Now to Byington, faked the three, faked it again. Good defense by Scruggs. Now back out to Smith. Smith off the screen. Tried to go inside off the foot of Blake Surratt. And Dickens has it the other way. Now the other Dickens brother will take a three, no good. Kept in by Chase Byington. And Cutler Smith going to try to go the distance. Now he's gonna retreat. And an offensive foul called on Ensworth. They'll get Chase Byington for running over a defender. And it will be NBA basketball with 1:18 to go in the first quarter.
A lot of missed shots from both sides. Not really getting the ball in the hoop. Ensworth kind of stalling here at 9 points. Can't really figure out a way. NBA though with a little bit of momentum here, but not too much here, as both defenses are doing a good job.
Swatted away there by Cutler Smith. A trio of substitutions for the Tigers as Shaw, Tyler, and Coppins all check back into the game. The original starting 5 for Ensworth as Poogsley takes a three. It's short, rebounded by Wellholter. Now to Carlo Dickens. Now Poogsley, guarded by Tyler. Dickens, now Wellholter, guarded by Stephen Sherman. Wellholter tries baseline, no good. Dickens picks up, stolen by Tyler. And a free 2 for Ensworth. Lead down to 1, good play by Jeray Tyler. His first 2 points of the game, and we have 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Poogsley Tries to go baseline, now retreats. Now to Dickens, now to Stitmart. Bowls over, and it's blocked. Keon Shaw and Ed Coppins were in on that as the three by Tyler in transition too strong. 10 seconds to go. MBA will hold for the last shot. Boogsley for three. No good, and that will end quarter number one. Hard-fought quarter for both teams. Your score after one, MBA 12, Ensworth 11. Still have a long way to go in this one. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back to Ensworth Live for the start of quarter number two. As you see the series history between these two schools, these crosstown rivals, Ensworth leading at 28-12, but last season they split, each team winning the opposing game. So Ensworth won at MBA, and MBA won at Ensworth, as you see Dickens with the 2-point bucket there, extending MBA's lead to 3 out of the quarter break. Sherman with it. Now to Smith on the wing. Smith gonna try a deep three. No good. Rebound by Taft.
Ensworth keeps trying these deep threes, not really working out with them. Only 11 points in the first quarter. They really got to find other ways to get to the basket and put it in.
Stitmart now on the wing to Wellholter, who throws it up. Kind of a funky shot. No good. Rebounded by Keon Shaw. Shaw looking, probing. Now he's gonna attack. Back out to Tyler, and they'll reset. Tyler calling for a screen. Tyler going the other way. Now to Shaw in the corner, back to Tyler. Minute gone by here. Coppins with it at the top of the key. Tyler now. Ensworth probing, trying to find a weakness in this NBA man-to-man. Sherman going to work, has some room baseline, throws it up. No good, almost got the and one. Good job drawing the foul, and Steven Sherman will go to the line.
Really big points right here from the free throw line. Need to knock them down. Good that Steven Sherman is the guy to do it. Highest scorer on the team for Ensworth. Let's see if he can put it in to a 1-point game.
Sherman knocks down the first one. Foul was on Wyatt Stitmart for MBA. Sherman's second rattles home. And 2 for 2 cuts the lead to 1. Poogsley has it. Now to Hart Weatherford, playing with 2 fouls. Weatherford a step back three. Too strong, no good. Rebounded by Sherman, who's gonna push. Sherman had it poked away, but it went out of bounds. It'll remain with the Tigers.
Ensworth hasn't had a lead in the game since the first bucket by Cutler Smith. They're looking for it here if they can make a 3 or a 2 to put them in a lead of 1 or 2 points.
As mentioned before, Steven Sherman, the leading scorer for this Tigers team, averaging 20 points a game, followed up by Jeray Tyler and Cutler Smith, each averaging 10. They're the main 3 that make this thing go for Ensworth. Sherman lays it up with the right hand, no good. Rebounded quickly by Taft, now to Poogsley. Poogsley attacks. Poogsley up, no good, but a foul called late on Cutler Smith, and he's not happy.
Didn't look like a foul there. Kind of put his hands up in the air like a wall. Ref thought that he put his body into the guy laying up and jumping. Didn't go Color's way. 2 shots coming up for MBA.
Poogsley to the line for 2. First one rattles out. Lineups for both teams: Poogsley, Weatherford, Wellholter, Taft, and Dickens for MBA. And Ensworth has Sherman, Shaw, Tyler, Smith, and Coppins. Tyler with it, guarded by Poogsley. Tyler into the front court. Now to Coppins on the wing. Coppins rotates, now to Shaw, now to Steven Sherman. Smith at the top of the key. Deep 3, again off target. Rebounded by Hart Weatherford and thrown off of Keon Shaw. And it went out of bounds, last touch by him, so it'll be NBA basketball. A couple of subs for the Tigers. 3 subs, actually, as Dane Clark, Quinn Taylor, and Chase Byington will check in, replacing Ed Coppins, Keon Shaw, and Cutler Smith. Wellholter with it, guarded by Tyler. Now to Weatherford, now to Poogsley in the corner, swatted by Quinn Taylor. All over that one. And a technical foul called on Quinn Taylor for a little extracurricular activity after the block. So that will be Taylor's second personal. And NBA will have 2 shots. Weatherford's first, no good. His second rattles through. And it will be NBA basketball after the tech.
I know this is such a big rivalry, but especially in a type of game like this where it's super tight, players need to learn how to be disciplined and control their emotions, or it will end up in free shots for either side in this game.
Dickens slips Byington, lays it up, no good. Rebounded, fought over. And a foul called, not quite sure who it was on. And it's gonna be called on Ensworth. That's gonna be Dane Clark. Foul on the rebound. And it'll be NBA's ball out of bounds. And a substitution for the Tigers as Blake Surratt checks in, replacing Jure Tyler. 16-13 your score. NBA still leading by 3. It's been a really low scoring affair. Blocked by Steven Sherman on the Hart Weatherford try. Quinn Taylor going, now hesitating and retreating. Setting it up is Blake Surratt. Over to Sherman. Sherman going the opposite way of the screen, lays it up, no good. Good rebound by Blake Surratt, who throws it up and was fouled. Good positioning by Surratt, and he will go to the line for 2 shots.
2 big free throws here. Surratt needs to knock him down to pull it in close.
First one bounces a couple times and rattles away. And a couple of subs for the Big Red as Taft and Weatherford will check out, replaced by Scruggs and Stitmart. The second for Surratt. Also too strong, rebound by Wellholter, now to Poogsley. Poogsley hesitates, now gets in the lane, kicks it out to Wellholter, over to Scruggs in the corner for Stitmart, driving on Clark. Stitmart hesitates, throws it up and in. Wanted a foul there, didn't get the call, but the bucket's good.
NBA just controlling the ball in the offensive end, up 5 points now here in the second quarter. Ensworth needs to get back in this game and score some buckets.
Chase Byington has it on the wing. Byington driving, throwing it up, no foul. Rebound by Dane Clark, throws it up, and also no foul. So a couple of things that could have been called fouls, not, as Dickens lays it up and in. Lead now up to 7 for NBA. Byington has it. Gonna try a 3, and it banks in. Chase Byington hits the first 3 of the quarter for the Tigers.
Boy, was that huge. They needed that. They were in a drought since the beginning of the quarter. Finally knocked down a 3, 4-point game.
And an offensive foul called on MBA. Technical foul called on Stittmart after the play. He was mad about the offensive foul called on the illegal screen, and he drew a technical foul. So quickly, 2 more personals on Wyatt Stittmart. And now Steven Sherman will go to the line for 2 free throws. That is Stittmart's 3rd personal. Good job by Chase Byington putting his body on the line again. That's his 2nd charge he's drawn tonight. Sherman's first is good. And Stittmart will check out, being replaced by Carlo Dickens. Both Dickens brothers now on the court, number 23 Coraggio and 24 Carlo. Sherman's 2nd is also good. 3 subs for Ensworth now, as Coppins, Shaw, and Smith will check in, replacing Byington, Taylor, and Clark. It's Ensworth's basketball after the tech and offensive foul. Lead cut down to 2 after the technical free throws. Smith has it on the high post. Looking, now finds Sherman on the wing. Screen, Smith taking a 3, in and out. Smith has had no luck from 3-point land tonight. He's 0 for 4. Had a couple that looked like they could have dropped. Sherman with it after the offensive rebound. Working off a screen now to Shaw on the wing. Had it stolen by Carlo, but he gets it back. Now to the baseline and Surratt. Now Shaw in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound, Dickens. Loses it. Now Sherman. Ensworth going the other way. Smith in the corner. Thought about hitting it back, but he got fouled. That's Wellholter on the reach in.
Ensworth in that last offensive possession tried a couple 3-pointers. Both missed and both were short. They need to connect there. They get one of them, it's a 1-point game in their favor. Right now they're still down 2, looking to see if they can tie it up with these 2 free throws if Cutler-Smith can make them both.
Cutler-Smith to the line for the bonus. That was the 5th foul on NBA this quarter. He knocks down the first one. His first point since the opening bucket at the beginning of the first quarter. And he makes them both. We are now tied at 20 as we approach 3 minutes to go in the half. Been a low-scoring affair compared to what Ensworth is used to, but still in it. Wellholter with it now. Now to Poogsley on the wing. Scruggs working it around. Back to Poogsley. Now to Wellholter in the corner for Scruggs. Poogsley on the cut. Gets it tipped, and it falls through anyway. Keon Shaw did a good job getting a hand to it, but couldn't get enough of the ball to alter its trajectory. Sherman stops now, gives it to Surratt, who swings it to Shaw. Back to Sherman. Take the shot. Stepping back for a long 2, and it's good. Steven Sherman's feeling it right now.
Oh.
That was a 2, that was a 2.
Great shot there by Steven Sherman. We need him to come clutch right now. He is the top point getter. This is why, because he drops tough buckets.
Poogsley knocks down a 3 and a quick timeout by Ensworth. Coach Bradley Pearson not happy with that missed defensive rotation there. And 2:10 to go in the quarter. NBA up 25-22. It's a full timeout. We'll step away. After the timeout, it is Ensworth basketball with 2:10 to go in the first half. Tigers trail by 3. Stephen Sherman with 9, Cutler Smith 4, and Ed Coppins 2. Sherman lays it up high off the glass, no good. Ball tipped around, and Ed Coppins is down behind the play. Dickens stepped through in the lane, lays it up, no good. He drew a foul. And Ed Coppins is down and looks to be in some pain. Not a good sight to see if you're the Tigers with your starting 5-man down injured on the floor. We'll step away for the injured player. When we come back, 1:50 to go in the half. 2 free throws upcoming for Dickens. After the injury timeout, it'll be 2 free throws for Carajo Dickens. First one is good. Kingston McCreary, the junior, checking in for Ed Coppins. His first action tonight, as Dickens has his second free throw. That one is also good. So lead back up to 5 for MBA, 27-22.
Ensworth needs to get some big points here. A 3 would be beneficial, but anything on the board for Ensworth would be amazing.
Sherman with it, working on Dickens. Sherman up and in. Good finish by Stephen Sherman. He's in double figures now with 11. MBA with it now. Dickens now to Wellholter. Scruggs has it. Now back to Wellholter. Now to Dickens in the corner. Back up top to Scruggs. And that pass is poked away by Sherman. Sherman going to the lane, laying it up and in. And the foul, count it. Stephen Sherman doing it all himself that time. Jumping the pass, getting the bucket, and going to the line for a potential 3-point play.
So much fierce there by Sherman, stealing the ball, looking down his defender as he lays it up and takes the foul. 3-point play, looking to see if he can tie this game at 27.
Number 10, Hart Weatherford, checking back into the game for MBA. He has 2 fouls. Picked up those 2 fairly quickly in the first quarter and has managed to not get any more as Sherman knocks down that free throw, and we are now tied up at 27, or should be. Hoogsley with it, now to Taft. And a foul called on Chase Byington. He wanted to go for the steal there, but he got whistled for the reach-in. That is the 5th foul on the Tigers in the quarter, so Taft will go to the line for 2 free throws. 52 seconds to go in the first half. First one way too strong for Taft. Second one also too strong. Rebound by Eli Wilt. Under 50 to go in the half. Tigers trail by 1. Chase Byington has it. Now up top to Wilt. Shaw over to Smith, over to Sherman. Sherman faked the 3, now he's gonna take it. No good, off the front and side rim. Hoogsley with it, pushing the pace now to Weatherford. Weatherford inside to Taft. Taft going to work. Pass poked away by Sherman. Sherman using his speed to get on the break, and he slams it home. Steven Sherman slams it down, and the crowd is loving it. First lead since the first quarter for the Tigers. It's 28-27.
A little bit deja vu there. Stole the ball, looked down at the defender. Instead of a nice slay, he goes yam time on the rim. Ensworth with the lead.
10 seconds to go in the first half. Weatherford has it. 5 seconds now. Guarded by Shaw. Looks like Weatherford's going to take it himself. Throws it up. No good air ball. And that's the end of the half. Tigers leading by 2, 29-27, off the back of Steven Sherman's 16 first half points. We'll be back for the start of the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, over the holidays, we had 2 student athletes went up for points. One is Clockwood, the other, Nori Jameson. Please join me in congratulating them on this monumental accomplishment.
Welcome back to Ensworth Live for the start of the third quarter, as the Tigers took a 2-point lead into the halftime break, and they will start with the ball to begin the third. 29-27 after one. Tigers look to maintain this lead and take this one all the way home. Sherman, Shaw, Clark, Tyler, and Smith round out the first five. Nearly stolen away. Smith has it. Tough mid-range step back. Didn't hit rim. Saved by Hart Weatherford. And now MBA will get a possession. Well, Holter has it. Now to Taft. Now to Weatherford, who has a look at three. No good. Tipped out. Got by Taft. Taft into the lane. Lays it up and in. First points of the half go to MBA, and we're knotted at 29 again.
Yeah, good bully ball there against Dane Clark, beating him to the paint, beating him to the rim, and we got a tie ball game here at 29.
Keon Shaw with it on the wing. Now to Sherman on the flare. Shoots it, knocks it down, and the foul. Steven Sherman has been on fire so far tonight. That's his 19th point with a chance to make it 20 with this free throw.
Steven Sherman with a little behind the back, step back, fading away. Three ball gets fouled on the way down. He goes bang, bang, and he has a 4-point play coming up for the Tigers.
Steven Sherman looking to complete the 4-point play. Too strong on the free throw. Rebound by Dickens, now to Poogsley. Poogsley now with it to the front court. High post Taft. Taft squares up, looking to drive with the left hand and up and in. Too easy for David Taft that time, too much room. And he's quickly got 4 in this second half.
So far, 2 for 2 in the paint against Dane Clark. Dane Clark needs to use his height as an advantage there. He does have a couple of inches on him, but so far, NBA's beaten Dane in the paint. Ensworth's still up 1 point, though.
And the mid-range way too strong from Keon Shaw on the last possession, and you see Dickens running the floor, getting into the lane, and now NBA quickly back in front by 1. Dane Clark with it at the top of the key. Now Sherman left open, has a look at three, and it's good. Steven Sherman is pure.
Beautiful shot there. Ensworth back in front. 3 ball for Steven Sherman. He beats his average that he usually gets, which is 20, now with 22 on the game.
Foul on the floor called on Dane Clark. Going against David Taft, it'll be NBA basketball under, and Dane Clark will check out, replaced by Eli Wilt. Wilt, the tight end for the Ensworth football team, committed to Western Kentucky. Suffered an injury late in the season, could not play in their final playoff game, but he's back for the basketball season. Taft into the lane, lays it up and in. David Taft has been unstoppable in this second half so far. 6 points already. We are knotted at 35. Sherman with it. Inside to Wilt. Wilt backs him down and an offensive foul. Wilt didn't like the call, but they said he lowered his shoulder, and it's going to be NBA basketball. That's Wilt's first and the second of the quarter for the Tigers.
Yeah, it didn't look much like an offensive foul there. Eli caught the ball, brought it down, took a step. It looked like he was moving his feet, but the ref saw them both down. NBA back with the ball in a tie game.
Steven Sherman steals the pass. Sherman now with it, and he goes up. Steven Sherman lays it down, and these Tigers are back up by 2. Steven Sherman's been all over the place tonight. He's got 24.
For the third time in this game, Steven Sherman steals the ball, goes the other way, and as I said before, he goes yam time on the rim. Ensworth back up 2.
Dickens for 3, no good, short. Rebounded by NBA. Puglisi has it, now inside to Taft. Taft spins, lays it up and in. David Taft has been a one-man machine down there in the low post, and the Tigers have had no answer for him.
Our big men cannot match up to him right now. He has been dominating both Dane and Eli Wilt in the paint. We're back knotted at 37.
good back cut by Tyler and swatted away by David Taft. It'll remain Ensworth basketball and a couple of subs checking in. Tyler and Eli Wilt will check out, replaced by Blake Surratt and Quinn Taylor. Tigers gonna go small here. See if this one can work against the two big lineup of MBA. Into Sherman. Tied at 37. Even Sherman with 24. Sherman off one leg, no good, tipped. Kept in by Blake Surratt, but it falls to MBA. Now Scruggs with it. Scruggs pushing the pace. Guarded by Quinn Taylor. Now to Dickens, guarded by Shaw, tips the pass and steals it. Good defensive play, good hands by Keon Shaw. And the Tigers have the ball. Sherman lost it, throws it up, no good. Rebound by Dickens, now out to Wellholter. Wellholter. Taft has it, guarded by Sherman. Taft all the way into the lane and in. David Taft has 10 already in this third quarter. MBA retakes the lead.
It's tough. I mean, he's got the size advantage, not the height, really. He's just bullying everyone in the paint. Sherman, Clark, Cutler, Eli Wilt was in when he did that as well. MBA retaking the lead as they keep hitting him down low and many times again.
Ensworth with the offensive rebound. Now they have it. Quinn Taylor has a look for three. Too strong. Rebound by Taft. Scruggs out of Wickman in the corner. And it's good. Left alone in the corner was Stittmart. And a timeout called by Ensworth. And it's full. 3:06 to go in the third quarter. Tigers came out of the gate hot behind Steven Sherman's 24, but NBA strikes back, led by David Taft, and they're up 42-37. We'll be back after the timeout. After the timeout, it's Ensworth basketball. We approach 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Steven Sherman taking it up the floor. Sherman picks it up, now finds Taylor at the top of the key. Taylor into the lane, lays it up and in. No, and it goes. Called it a bit too early, but it went down anyway. Nice bucket by Quinn Taylor, his first of the game.
Great touch there by Quinn as he lays it up. It goes ding, 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 and in.
Stittmart has it. Now hands it off to Poogsley. Poogsley for three, and it's good. NBA's been hot from three the past couple of possessions. That's two straight. And the lead up to 6. Sherman with it. Sherman inside to now the cutting Byington. Throws it up. No good, way too high off the glass. That was a good cut by Byington, not a great finish. And an offensive foul. Steven Sherman stood in there and took the charge from Stittmart, and a couple of players get wrapped and shaken up there. That's the 4th on Stittmart. And he will check out of the game, replaced by Art Weatherford.
Ensworth needs a response. NBA hitting threes in their face, taking leads up to 6. And Ensworth needs to cut that down with an 0-3 of their own. as they haven't been high on the percentage mark so far in this game.
Sherman with it. Off the screen. Got into McCrary, but he was fouled before the catch by Scruggs. So it'll be baseline out of bounds for Ensworth. That two-man game's worked the past couple of possessions. Tigers maybe need to go back to that to find something on offense. Keep up with this NBA team that's been hot. Surratt to inbound. Now throws it into Sherman in the corner. Blow by. Three, good. Steven Sherman up to 27. Tigers within 3. Weatherford, now Dickens. Dickens drives on McCreary, lays it up, no good, and an offensive foul. Surratt had both his feet set, and Dickens bowled over him. And another good job by the Tigers, this time Surratt taking the charge.
If the Ensworth Tigers basketball team was in NBA 2K, they would get a 100 rating for taking charges. This is insane. I've never seen a team do it so well. Falling back perfectly, feet both on the ground. That's how they got in most of their turnovers. Great job by Ensworth defense.
Ensworth within striking distance, 45-42. As we approach a minute to go in the third quarter. Byington in the corner. Byington drives into the lane, lays it up, too strong, rebound Taft. Ball's loose, but a foul. Keon Shaw will check into the game for Quinn Taylor. It'll be NBA basketball side out of bounds with 1:05 to go. Tigers have hung around amid this run by NBA. Boogsley now to Weatherford. Weatherford in the lane. High off the glass, no good. Tipped and eventually corralled by McCreary, thrown off of Dickens. Smart move by Kingston there. And it will be Ensworth basketball with 47.9 to go in the third. Tyler with it. Now to Byington. Byington retreats. Loses the ball. Boogsley has it on the break. It's up and good. Under 30 to go in the quarter.
Ensworth cannot do that. Those are really bad turnovers, especially so late in the game. You cannot do that, lose the ball. It's an easy 2 points for NBA. They will capitalize every time.
Tyler gonna hold for the last shot of the quarter. 47-42 the score. 5 seconds now. Now to Shaw, now to Smith. Smith for three, no good. And that's the end of the quarter. NBA after three, leading by 5, 47-42. We'll be back for the start of the fourth. Welcome back to Ensworth Live for the start of the fourth quarter. As you see Ensworth's upcoming schedule, as after this game, regardless of if they win it or lose it, as they're doing now, they'll go on the road to play BA. They'll come home to play Pope Prep, and then go on, stay at home and play Grayson County, all in the month of January. So decent 3-game stretch there. BA good, led by Bryson Wade at point. And the other two, a bit unknown. Pope Prep was good last year, lost a couple of players, still have Trey Pearson. So they should be a good test for this Tigers team. Inside pass stolen by Keon Shaw. Good defense there by the Tigers coming out of the quarter. And here we go. Sherman in the lane and is tripped. Foul on the floor. Didn't seem like it was an intentional trip, just kind of got caught up, but a foul nonetheless. It's Ensworth ball out of bounds under.
Like Eli said, that was a great defensive stop there. That's exactly what Ensworth needs to keep doing. They need to play good defense. Defense wins championships. And that was a good play to start off their defensive journey here in the fourth quarter.
And a foul on the floor before the Keon Shaw take. And two quick ones on MBA. This time on number 1, Delani Pugsley. Only his first, so not too much to worry about. Thrown way back for Cutler Smith, who will now bring it into the front court. Now over to the wing for Shaw. Now to Sherman. Sherman guarded by Weatherford, 10 on 10. Now Shaw over to Smith. Inside to Clark. Clark, the little one-hand floater, no good. Rebounded by Pugsley. MBA leading by 5. Carajo Dickens now to Pugsley. Now they will reset and run a play. Pugsley guarded by Smith. Now Wellhalter, now Dickens. Now Weatherford, now inside. Now blocked by Jere Tyler. Good follow there by Tyler, who's going to take a three. No good, the teardrop. Rebounded by Taft, now to Pugsley. Pugsley thought about it, now going to retreat. Now over to Wellhalter, now the corner for Dickens. Now back up top. Pugsley hesitates, now into the lane, and it's blocked by Dane Clark. So 2 straight blocks by a couple of Ensworth defenders, and now Steven Sherman on the break. Sherman transition 3, rattles in and out. Tough break there for Steven Sherman, who's had almost everything going his way so far tonight. Tigers really could have used that one. And the timeout called by MBA. 5:56 to go in the game. MBA leading by 5. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds. After the timeout, it's MBA basketball. Wyatt Wellhalter with it. Now to Damani Pugsley. Pugsley guarded by Jere Tyler. Hart Weatherford. Now on the wing for Wellhalter. Now Taft on the back cut for Wellhalter. Was fouled on the floor by Chase Byington. Pugsley needs to throw it in. The ball was put on the ground. They've got to throw it. Now way out to Weatherford. Taft with it, guarded by Blake Surratt. And a foul. They're going to get Blake Surratt on a hand check. and it'll be MBA's ball under. Mopping the floor a bit here with the towel. And now we're ready to go. Pugsley to inbound. Wellholter. Now to Pugsley. Now to Weatherford. Inside for Dickens. Dickens the fade. Air balls. Rebounded by Surratt. Sherman with it. Now to Tyler. On the back cut for Surratt, lays it up and in. Really nice cut by Surratt, good find by Tyler. Tigers within 3, their first points of the quarter. Pugsley in the lane, up and in. Good move by Delani Pugsley. And Jeray Tyler shaken up.
Tigers get some momentum, and that momentum gets snatched right away back by MBA. We work hard for 2 points, and then MBA, you know what? Why not just get them right back? Because it's that easy. The defense needs to step up with 4 minutes or 5 minutes left to go. If they don't, it's going to be really tough to get back in this game for Ensworth.
Still mopping the floor here. Must be a particularly wet spot. Here we go.
Do you agree with that statement, Eli? Defense needs to be better?
I agree. I think they need to score, though. Here comes Sherman, under 5. Now to Smith. Smith back to Sherman. Sherman now to Smith. Smith spotting up for 3. No good. Rebound Surratt. Surratt has it. Now back to Smith. Smith into the lane. Lays it up, and it's blocked by Taft. Pugsley with it. Inside to the high post to Taft. Taft picks up his dribble, gets it poked away by Surratt, who goes for it. Couple people on the floor. Blocked by Smith, but a foul. So almost a steal for Blake Surratt. Turns into a foul on Cutler Smith, and 2 shots for David Taft. First free throw is good. Subs for both teams as Snitmart checks in along with Scruggs, and Cutler Smith is being replaced by Quinn Taylor.
I'm all for hitting threes, especially down 6, but like Cutler Smith, he has had a tough day behind the arc. I think he's like 0 for 6, going for 3. We need to have it late in the game. If we're shooting threes, we need to be confident in them, not just chucking them up, hoping that they'll go in since we're down 6.
50-44 after the Taft miss. Sherman has it. Into the lane. Throws it up. No good. Rebound Surratt. Foul on the floor. It's going to be on Carajo Dickens. .349 to go in the game. Tigers trail by 6 points. Both teams with 3 fouls in the quarter. You need 5 to get in the bonus. Sherman for 3 in the corner, no good. Almost rebounded, but off the knee of Jeray Tyler as Surratt and Tyler both went for it at the same time. So slight miscue there results in a turnover. Pugsley brings it up the court, guarded by Quinn Taylor. Taft has it. Now in the corner for Pugsley. Up top to Stitmark. Now to Taft. Over to Dickens. Dickens fouled by Byington. So Dickens to the line for 2 shots. And that's the 4th foul on Chase Byington. Dickens gets the roll on the first.
Ooh, it's going to be tough for Ensworth to get back in this game if he knocks down this next one. It's going to be an 8-point lead with 3 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in the game.
Cutler Smith checks in, replaces Chase Byington. Dickens knocks down the second. 52-44. MBA by 8, 3:15 to go in this game. Tigers need it now, or they won't have it at all. Sherman calling the play. Now back to Sherman. Sherman gonna take a 3. No good. Rebounded by Quinn Taylor. Boxed in underneath. Now to Sherman. Fakes the 3. Now the tough mid-range. No good. Tip back by Smith is there. Good follow by Cutler Smith. And the lead back down to 6. Smith hasn't had a shot falling tonight, but he's done other things well. Played good defense and been a good guy to have on the glass.
One step at a time. Get the bucket. Get a good stop. Get the bucket. Get a good stop.
Dickens for 3, and he knocks it down. NBA now by 9. Sherman into the lane, but a foul on the floor on the kickout. Foul on 32, Charlie Scruggs. That's his 4th. And the team's 4th of the quarter. He will check out and be replaced by Wyatt Wellholter. Dre Tyler to inbound, into Cutler Smith. Now to Tyler. Now over to Steven Sherman. Sherman defended well by Wellholter that time. Sherman, mid-range, way too strong. Rebound, Dickens, hit out of bounds by Quinn Taylor, but it will remain with NBA. Under 2, 1:57 to go. Scruggs checking back into the game and taking out Wyatt Stitmark.
NBA, you know, they played a really good game. Shot well from 3, shot well from in the paint. Taft just bullying. You know, they've played really well. And it felt like Ensworth couldn't really keep up with them in this game, especially in the second half. They kind of blew away from them a little bit as NBA can go up by 11 here if they knock down 2 free throws.
Boogsley to the line after the foul by Quinn Taylor. Boogsley was 17, the leading scorer for NBA. Make that 18 as he knocks down the first. Double-digit lead for the Big Red, their first of the game, the largest lead for either team. His second is also good. Chase Byington checking in, replacing Blake Surratt. .141 to go. Sherman. Now to Byington in the corner. No good. And a foul called on Quinn Taylor. That's going to be his 5th. MBA in the bonus now, and David Taft will go to the line for 2 shots, and Quinn Taylor has fouled out. This one just got away from Ensworth late. 11 already being a near insurmountable obstacle for the Tigers. If these 2 free throws go down, it will make it that much harder, as the first one goes for Taft, who has had a monster second half.
Great word choice there.
Taft for the second. Too strong. Sherman into the lane. Foul on the floor. But it is the 5th on NBA, so 2 shots for Steven Sherman, as Ensworth's now in the bonus. Sherman's first is good. He's up to 28 points on the night. Done all he can for this Tigers team. Just stumbled a bit too much down the stretch and couldn't get it done. Second one rattles out. Lead still at 11 for NBA. And a travel called on Karajo Dickens. 1:20 to go. Maybe a bit of life here for the Tigers if they can get a 3. And then a quick timeout.
It isn't impossible. 1:20 left to go. They're down 11, have the ball. They need a bucket badly.
Smith with it, guarded by Taft. Now Sherman. Sherman in the lane off 1 foot, no good. Foul on the floor. As they said, Karajo Dickens fouled Chase Byington on the rebound. So now Byington will go to the line for 2 free throws. Byington knocks down the first one. And doesn't get the roll on the second one. Lead remains at 10. Ensworth pressing. Dickens over to Wellholter, who's wide open, drops it off to Taft, who's got position and lays it in. Under a minute to go, Tigers down by 12. Sherman in the lane, lays it up, can't get the roll, but he was fouled, so he'll go to the line for 2. But it's all just a moot point now. Sherman makes the first. And Chase Byington will check out, replaced by Blake Surratt. And a full timeout called by MBA. 51.8 to go in the 4th quarter. Ensworth down by 11 with 1 free throw to go. We'll be back in 60 seconds. After the NBA timeout, Ensworth has 1 free throw left Steven Sherman to take it. Made the first.
I mean, if we're talking independent goals, if he makes this, it's his 30th of the night. So.
And he knocks it down. So a 30 ball for Steven Sherman. 60-50 the score. And MBA has to use the timeout. Good press that time by Ensworth, and MBA is going to draw up a press break. It's a 30-second timeout. Bit of confusion, but a 30-second. After the timeout, the 5 on the floor for MBA. Poogsley, Weatherford, Taft, Wellholter, and Dickens. Into Poogsley. Has it. Being chased, now Weatherford. Weatherford throws it deep to Dickens, who's wide open and slams it. Good press break that time by MBA, and Dickens caps it off. Sherman a step back 3. No good. Rebound Dickens. And Ensworth is going to foul Poogsley. Poogsley to the line for 2. Poogsley makes them both. Ensworth down by 14. Smith has it. Doubled. Now over to Sherman. Sherman taking a 3. No good. Rebounded by Carajo Dickens, and that should do it. Ensworth is going to let it run. And Poogsley is going to run out the clock on the Tigers. Final score in this one, MBA 64, Ensworth 50. Thank you for joining us tonight. Tigers, boys and girls go 1-1. Girls beat Harpeth Hall. Tigers can't top MBA. They'll get another chance later in the season, but this time on the road. So long from Elkhorn Athletic Center at First Campus. Thank you and have a good night.